Alright everyone, and welcome back to the Ironside cast with me, Matt. We're now on the finale of the June tournament. Young Gelsenkirchen here for the first game of the finale. Let's go through the players. We've sent the Axis this time. We have a ranged Karma straight at the gate with Panzer Tactic for the Waffen-SS. And Smokey also has Panzer Tactic straight at the gate for the Waffen-SS. Okay, double Panzer. That should be interesting. So the Allies, we have Muros, the United States of America, without a command choice. Alucard, also the United States of America, without a command choice. See how this turns out. Double Panzer. When are the Americans gonna go when they figure out their enemies have gone for double Panzer, I wonder? Because that is a very unique get-up. I've also fiddled a little bit with my mic sensitivity again. So hopefully it sounds a little bit better, but I can never be sure with these things. Oh, excuse me. I just ate some crisps earlier. I think that's what people call them in England, but chips if you're American, I guess. Also chips is what we call them here in Denmark. No shots have been fired yet, but I think the first shot's about to be. We're clearing some cover there, very good. Already thinking ahead. They're still not waiting for something. But the Storm Pioneers are actually being patient and getting their sandbags up first and waiting themselves. Neither side wants to make the first move. Oh, first shots are fired. Storm Pioneers have encountered the rifleman, taking a quick shot there, killing one of them. Storm Pioneers are very proficient at long range behind heavy cover. Most German infantry are with their Kar-98s. Finding a good volley there, as we saw. Storm Pioneers are now encountering the rifleman here. We also have an early Panzerjäger, who good Meshjägers. Hiding there in the bushes, but already taking some shots. More Storm Pioneers coming up. I think the Americans might be able to run here. Oh, another rifleman squad coming up. One rifleman squad does go down. Critical machine gun is being prepared. One in the US have gone for tank destroyer. I believe that's the symbol for tank destroyer. Let me just make sure. There's a lead tank destroyer. Or the American has not gone anything yet. Americans are forced to pull back again here. Good play here from the Germans to start with. But Storm Pioneers are suffering on the other flank. Forced to pull back themselves. Storm Pioneers still holding the center here. Will get some good accurate shots, but could get flanked. You have Hitler Youth squads arriving here for one of the players. Help secure ground. Achieve alternative infantry squad if you're playing as Panzer for the Waffen-SS. Meanwhile, the rest of the German forces advance at this flank. Wagen and MD-42 coming up behind. More Hitler Youth forces securing ground. Yeah, some Hitler Youth to occupy this large building. That's actually a really good building to have a machine gun in if you can get it at some point. We are going to see an MG-44, so we might see a machine gun inside the structure. Meanwhile, Americans are getting 30 calibers out. They need to get some presence up on the field here to help hold. We have more fighting here by the industrial complex. Americans are suffering losses, but we do have a 30 caliber set up inside one of the structures. Smoke grenades being tossed here. I think that's a smoke grenade anyway. It is. Ooh, one squad down. That's the Panzerjäger. Bulldog has to back off. And Sturm Grenadiers have to back off too. Well, that's a retreat grenade. Kills one of them, but doesn't do much else. Hitler Youth occupying one of these structures here. Fighting continues in the center. Hitler Youth moving up. MG-34 is almost about to get to the building. Storm Grenadiers are just being a distraction at the moment. There we go. We do have the MG-34 inside the structure. Once it sets up, the Americans might have to consider getting out of that. Because that's a lot of windows here they can fire from. The MG-34 is already opening fire. They're not targeting the one side of the open though. Targeting the one in the structure, which I guess does work. Oh, Realism's gonna try and flank. But they get suppressed and mowed down. You have a big long firefight here by the looks of it. But slowly the Storm Pioneers have to pull back. They're getting hit too hard. Back from Rifleman, I'm gonna go for it. Doing a rifle grenade. Will the rifle grenade do enough? Doesn't look like it did too much. One machine gun pulled back. But I think the Germans might have to soon abandon this structure. There's just too much firepower coming towards it. Indeed, they're pulling out. Need to get that machine gun back safely. The Hitler Youth have to consider getting out of there too. Oh, too late. The firefight continues on this flank as well, with the Americans trying to push up towards the victory points. Hitler Youth are trying to keep them at bay alongside the Kubelwagen. MG34 coming out here with some Sturm Pioneers. The Ranchers here from Alucard. MG34 equipped on a Hitler Youth out here in the pier. So far the lines are somewhat being set, but the Germans do have the advantage victory point wise. But the line is kind of... Oh! Very smart from Alucard here. They have placed a demo charge here by the building. It could be a very big deal. Wonder if the Germans noticed. Because that means that building is a death trap now. Americans are trying to push up somewhat, but the MG34 armed the Hitler Youth are doing a pretty decent job so far, actually. Oh, we have Comanches that's US mechanized. Recognize the Fleur de Lis. There's one thing in great range. Oh yeah, they are in great range. Remember, the stick hand grenade can be thrown pretty far. But I think they have to consider getting out of there. Many bullets are coming their way. But it continues down here too. Hitler Youth with MP4 is trying to move up. We're getting around the corner there against M1 Garand. It's not a good idea. Actually, they work out. Never mind. But will that Hitler Youth be able to get out of there? I somewhat doubt it. That's with the Realism coming after them. And also with a further company nearby. I think at this point you can probably safely retreat. Just have to run fast. That's an incendiary grenade. Oh, that was actually smart. Keep it behind and use the heavy cover. Now they could probably safely retreat. Now they definitely can. Americans secured the central victory point. We have a big fight right here. It looks like the building here did get demolished. I think the Germans realized it because it doesn't look like they lost that many units. They realized it was a trap. Or the Americans just blew it up preemptively. That could also have happened. But several machine guns are now positioned here for the Waffen-SS. Several MG34s to cover the front line. We do have an ambulance for the front line for the United States. Keep them ready for the fight. Ready and fit. And with plenty of penicillin. Doom Pioneers have to pull back here. MP40 armed Sturmgrenadiers with a designated marksman as well. Can certainly hold that area for a while, I think. Rocket grenade being used though. Oh, but they get shot up, but the rocket grenade did get out. Ooh, there's a good amount of damage there, but didn't kill the squad. We have some first SS Panzergrenadiers on the field, being operated with some Sturmgewehrs. Panzergrenadiers unique to SS Panzer. Pretty good Panzergrenadier, by the way, can be equipped fully with Sturmgewehrs if you want. It give them quite a bit of an edge. Currently, they just have 2 normal Sturmgewehrs to start with. But also be fully equipped with MP40s, actually, which is a pretty interesting one to give them. Surprised the amount of CQC firepower. I'm not sure this is a CQC area. It does look like it. I almost think MP40s would be a good choice here. That's why you're probably seeing MP40s being handed out. MP40 is also fairly cheap. Not a very expensive submachine gun to arm your troops with. MG sitting up beside here. Is this an MG42 or is it an MG34? Sometimes hard to judge. It's MG34. Oh, rifle grenade kills the entire squad! Oh shit! Well, that was sudden. I don't expect that to be so quick, not gonna lie.
Alright, you donks, listen up.
More be edged on arriving here. Lots of recoilless rifles being handed out. We also have the unique riflemen available to the United States tank destroyer, armed with shotguns at the moment, and a BAR. So that means they have like technically 3 shotguns, I think. The squad leader always has one. That's 3 shotguns. Oh, my headphones just cut out, but I don't think you'll notice that. They reset themselves. They do that sometimes, but I don't think I will be noticed on your end at all. But 3 shotguns, a BAR, and an M1 Garand. That's quite an outfit for a squad. That's what I'll be calling here by the lieutenant. Gonna be white phosphorus. And it's not just normal high explosive. Doesn't do much. Anti-34 needs to open fire. Oh, it's a bit odd to hold fire. It's not firing. That's a mistake. Bunkers are being upgraded in the front line for the Waffen-SS. Americans are laying more traps. But the Germans are already caught on, so they have minesweepers with them. Handgrenadiers are moving around with their Sturmgewehrs. Got a good angle here. Somewhat. We're coming that way though. That's a pineapple. Oh god. Oh yeah, the pineapple grenade is very dangerous, as you can see. And before 2 bunker is up. Shotgun arm, the infantry is trying to advance. Squad does go down there. Because the Americans can push through here. But can they get enough damage to kill the gunner? Looks like they will. Just have to keep up the pressure. There we go, gunner killed. Pull back with an MG4 to try and rush up here to try and stop them. Suppressing the riflemen. They're closer to throw a satchel, I think. There you go. And denies that bunker. Lieutenant now is up and fighting again. Sturmgrenadiers trying to get close. Oh, they do get some good shots in with that MG42 of theirs. We have a big fight in the center here. The Americans overrun the Waffen-SS. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was painful. Looks like Musmoka lost a lot of their forces in that little engagement. That's the firepower of the United States again, showing off. So we have more territory being cleared here. Let's just open up to another bunker. That's probably a mistake into that building. Especially with so many riflemen around. Do you see a Panzer IV-J being prepared? Oh, that's gonna be that Hitler youth. Yep, mowed down on the retreat. And the Americans now slowly starting to circle around here. They got a area they can break through if they want to capitalize on it. The Germans are pushing through down here now. Handgrenadiers and Sturm Pioneers with MP40Is pushing up. Lots of firepower here. The Echelon also taking some big shots here. They're not that well trained for this. Here we got the riflemen with shotguns, trying to get some shots off at long range. So far they're missing. Does happen. Oh, that's a good shot with the shotgun right there. We do have a F1 command tank coming up. But there's a lot of recoilless rifles around. I'm not sure this thing is that safe moving up. That's a blink harbor. F1 command tank revealed itself. Handgrenadiers got mowed down. Recoilless rifles having issues penetrating the front. We have a Panzer IV-J now arriving here in the center. Fullwagen tried to push up again. Not the wisest move. Oh, with a machine gun around. Got it killed. Looks like it will be able to back off though. That's really been calling here by the command tank, probably on the structure. Americans were trying to convert it into a Fort HQ, but that's not going to happen now. They're over here as well. Just denying some ground to the Americans. And the tank team's moving up. With the Sturmführer grabbing the MT-34, probably a good call. Giving him a lot more firepower to work with. American 80 gun has been captured by the Waffen-SS. Quickly pulling it back to their own lines. That's a lot of Americans piled up here. 80 also pulling up so they can start taking some long-range shots at the Panzer IV. Bundesturmführer is actually holding on pretty well for now. But it might change soon. Yeah, now rifle gates are going to start coming our way. They have to get out of there. We also have a Panzer IV F1 command tank on the other side. F1 has to pull back here. Lots of American machine guns still sitting up. After this is getting more troops. Double Shermans are coming after the United States. Sounds like rockets. But Nebelwerfer? Oh, there's Nebelwerfer! Denying that structure to the United States. This thing are calling Nebelwerfer barrages. I did not know that. The Germans need some more infantry. They are getting some Panzergrenadiers now. More Panzergrenadiers reaching the front line here with the Sturmgewehrs. With the F1 command tank, they are holding on. Artillery coming in though, that's going to force them back. White phosphorus, okay, will repeat. Americans have a 48 HQ very all the way up here at the front, that's risky. We do have Shermans arriving soon though. Or they're going to try and get Nebelwerfer barrage off. Oh, they don't have Nebelwerfer's upgraded yet. Ooh, this is just going to be a risky move there because the tank team is getting close. And they got it. Not good there for the Germans. They have a fight over here. Looks like the Americans tried to set up a fighting position, but they lost the crew inside. Bundesturmführer is actually doing all the work himself for the moment. Probably not what he has been nominally assigned for, but they probably have no choice. And after this, Bundesturmführer. There's too many American rifles. Sherman's now pushing up on this flank. I don't think the Mthis can hold for long. And the Sherman's just allowing the Americans to move through now. Captain 80 gun is not doing that well. Oh, no hits there. Pack setting up though. It's only a pack 38, but it's doing a good job enough. I think the German infantry is getting a little bit too close to the Americans. Don't want to get that close to them. You want to be at long range in the firefights. If you can. Being close to the Americans is just to their advantage. More Shermans now arriving. And the Shermans will soon get to a point where they become a critical mass, I think. Still no tanks though for Alucard. Perhaps they're waiting for EC8s because they're playing as mechanized. Never know. You know, the A2 Shermans are pushing up through the refinery area. One Panzer IV is being reallocated to support. And there's also another Panzer IV arriving. You have to work hard to deal with these Shermans. Americans are now sitting up here with another forward HQ. They're setting up a lot of forward HQs, aren't they? I'm using a captured MG34 there. It is allowing them to reinforce here, but it could be risky. Especially with the tanks now arriving. Sherman's pushing close to the Panzer IV. Has SEGA managed to hit it? Panzer IV misses. Panzer IV now with side skirts over here. Which shoots him. But now Sherman's trying to come up close. Schützen managed to protect the Panzer IV here. Panzer IV does have a very slow traverse rate. But the armor is really holding up. One Sherman down. Sherman managed to flank here with an over penetration. We also have tank hunters on the flank. Bazooka managed to get the Panzer IV. Heat round from the Pak 38 manages to penetrate. It's also the heat round, that's like the rocket boosted round. Ooh, but range Karma does practically everything here. Oof, painful. And more Americans are preparing to push through. Transfer J being repaired here by the repair for repair post from the Fahrzeughauptquartier. Double Panzer Grenadiers are on the field though for Smokey. Will that be enough to help them hold the line? We need to just hold because the Americans getting close here. They can throw satchel charges. Indeed they are. Oh, I have to kill the Stone Pioneers. Panzer Force on the move. They're gonna go on the assault. Having a command tank near them as well to help coordinate. They need more MT-42s on top though. There we go, that's it. They can probably overrun the Americans here if they position them well. Especially with the command tank supporting. With the Americans laying mines to this angle. Okay. Good to see. But the Panzer Force are fully on the offensive. The Americans are quickly trying to lay a minefield. But it might be a little bit too late now.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Bazooka does manage to hit one there. Because 5 is having issues piercing the front here. Sherman getting close. Low penetration to Sherman. Lane call was being tossed as well. Did the mine manage to get up? No, the mine got cancelled. But we do have some bazookas arriving. Ooh, that Panzer IV pushed a little bit too far, but it did take out the Sherman. Can it back off in time? Looks like it might be able to. We do have a tank on the team on the side. Got another Panzer IV. Not the wounded one, but they got one of them, which... Oh, and the other one goes down to the other team. Good assault use of these anti-tank teams. They are really being good with them. There's really been just a lack of German infantry to support and protect the flanks of the tanks. Tanks are kind of weak if they're outmaneuvered after all. Especially by anti-tank teams. Panzer Grenadiers are trying to do their best though. This one has been fully equipped with Sturmgewehrs, 2 scoped and 2 non-scoped. Making them pretty good at basically all ranges. Now more Panzer Force are running, but the Germans are running really low. Excuse me again, oh good. The Germans are running really low on troops. How long can they keep this up? American riflemen are being hit with their shotguns. Ooh, but those Sturmgewehrs are really mowing into them as they get close. That's the charge in front here. They want to stop this Panzer IV. But they all get mowed down. That's painful loss for the United States. I believe those riflemen are not that cheap. And while we have a Sherman A3 approaching up here with the HVSS chassis. I suppose loaded misses. Pak is having issues penetrating the HVSS chassis though. Also American riflemen coming up behind. But the machine guns can still hit them. You can see quickly moving into them there at range. Panzer Grenadiers are trying to make the advance, but it's just not working out at the moment. We also have some Panzer Grenadiers over here. Lots of first as Panzer Grenadiers in this battlefield. It's a very high-stake battle. Yes, the Germans really don't want to lose this refinery. We have some more firsts coming up here. These have been fully equipped with MP40s. Giving them unparalleled CQC prowess, to be honest. Because that's a lot of submachine guns. Oh, will it impede on the other Panzer Grenadiers over here in this flank? Ooh, yeah, that's a slow retreat through the chemicals and toxic smoke. They'll be able to get back to heal though, but they'll be very wounded. I need replacements. Like immediately. Millipede is a very dangerous substance. You do see a Tiger tank coming out here soon for a ranged Karma. Will that be able to save them? Which you'll find out. Especially when they're fighting against an American anti-tank commander. That's actually a Veteran 5 tank on the team. No wonder they're doing such a good job. They're trying to destroy the wreck? Yeah, I think they're trying to destroy that wreck. Huh. Wouldn't it be easy to set up a re-echelon with a destroyed copper thing? But I don't know. Hanskin is now opening fire here. They encountered that 30 caliber. Hanskin have activated their fanaticism. They're not going to get suppressed easily. However, they do get a little bit easier to hit while fanaticism is active. Well, it's no longer active, as you can see, because they're starting to get suppressed. Grenades coming their way. It's going to force them back again. Lots of 30 calibers here for the United States. Meanwhile, we have another push prepared here from the United States. 5-man re-echelon and the A3 Sherman pushing up. Using smoke barrage first, very smart. Allows the 5-man to start advancing. That's exactly what you want to do. Tiger tank has arrived though for one of the Waffen-SS players. But the Americans are pushing up aggressively now. Able to threaten the forward HQ. Range assaults going into the structure. Pack setting up further back. And Grace going towards the pack. The forward HQ is going to go down. Panzer IV is quickly trying to relocate. If the Tiger is now appearing over here. Artillery undestructive, denying it to the United States. Lots of vertical caliber spotting the Tiger. But so far it's just breaking through everything. It did take a shot there from the 3-inch gun. Loading a heat round. It's going for that 80 gun, I think. Doesn't do much damage. It hit the wall. Critical hit on the Tiger, has to back off. Meanwhile, the Panzer IV seems like it has managed to force the A3 back. Also, the first assassin still trying to do their best here, but not really working out with that 30 caliber around. All Panzer is ready to make their move, activating their fanaticism. And charging forwards, they're gonna run into the SEGA team though. Half-track down, moving down to the shotgun team. Oh, and a good rifle grenade there though. Oh god. That neutered the Germans again on this side. The Germans have managed to take one victory point over here though. ECH Germans are going to be coming up. We also have a freaking... What are these called? The Jackson? I rarely get to see these ones. The 90mm mortar carriage. I believe this is Jackson. Which is, you know, the same gun as the Pershing. Pretty good anti-tank weapon here. You see a Panther tank being prepared for one of the other German players? For... Smokey here will it be fast enough though? Range Karma really is lacking troops. They're trying to get some more Panzer Grenadiers, which is certainly what they need at this point. But I think attrition is starting to take its toll on the German side. Like a tank driving forwards. Slow but steady. What's we calling here by the Untersturmführer? Jackson took a shot, did not penetrate. Now the Tiger knows that's Jackson. Ooh, that 30 caliber almost got killed. Jackson has to be very cautious when dealing with this thing. We have a aid station being set up here by the United States. And so force assaulting over here against the A3. So far it's actually working out for it. Somehow. The Panther tank is arriving as well. So a much greater threat to the Americans. I think even the US-8 is going to have trouble dealing with a Panther frontally. Especially if they fight at long range. Ooh, smoke and then the first is going to assault. That's pretty smart. So they're gonna do a great assault inside the trench, aren't they? Oh no, never mind. Oh, that's not good. That's not gonna work for them. That's a great assault, but a little bit too late. American air recon going overhead. Okay. Oh, they're marking the Tiger. So they always know where it is. Because they want to kill it. That's why they have the bazooka teams over here. Not penetrating so far. It's holding up against the bazookas. And that's gonna be some dead ends in the tank teams. But the Allies are keeping eyes on it. So they always know where it is until that plane gets shut down. Ouch. I think it was called in by the Major, actually. The Germans are assaulting towards the center point now. Maybe 14's starting to open up fire on the AT gun team. And a grenade being tossed. Was incendiary grenades. More Americans moving to try and stop the Germans. Tiger tank is still ready for fighting. Just gonna have to save range a little bit and use his machine guns. If the Tiger is well supported, it will do a lot of work. Well, the Panther's holding over here. Americans are gearing up a lot of EC8s here. They're gonna try and rush the Panther. Might be the wisest move, but if the Panther is well supported, it'll be suicide. If we pulling back probably for repairs. Maybe we have some more shims firing on the other sides. Jackson has so far not had any luck. They are pushing up further and further towards the German base though. Slow and steady. And they're gonna have to force the Tiger to protect the base. And this 40 HQ is gonna fall soon. That 30 caliber has done a lot of work for the United States here. Captain and Major moving up as well. Here's the Tiger. However, it's still using its main gun against infantry targets, which is not something I'd recommend. As AP round's not that good against infantry. Ooh, veteran tank hunters down. Ooh, Jackson tried to penetrate but didn't do anything. And well, the Americans pushing up for the center. Jackson down. Tiger needs to turn around. Still showing its ass to the EZ8s. Oh, and now then stuff like that happens. This Tiger's in a very bad spot. It can't divert around, and the Panther's there to support. Bazooka's trying to hit the front here, but that's too far away. I don't think they have the angle. High explosive hits the wall as well. Yeah, bazookas cannot penetrate that far away. On the front of a Panther anyway. Tiger's backing up with repairs, which it desperately needs. Jackson is being prepared. The Americans have captured more ground. This is going to be a long one, I think. We're on the finals, so the players are giving it their all, I imagine. Before trying to probe again. Forcing the second mechanized group out. Panther moving up for the center again. Bazooka teams moving up. We do have a mortar here for the Germans. And the 30 caliber is bottoming the Panther, which allows... Oh, Bazooka actually penetrated! They do have heat rockets, but now they're completely penned. An MG42, and that's still an MG44. That's going to need in the center. Tiger moving up. It's not fully prepared, but it still can still do some work. It's only a 57. Just penetration chance not that high against the Tiger, I think. And high explosive clears it out. Oh, an upgraded Panzerstrike. Oh, I think the first SS gets the upgraded Panzerstrike, don't they? Yeah, they get the better Panzerstrike. Okay. Lots of Americans pushing up here in the open. Rifle grenades being used. But the Sturmgewehrs are mowing into them somewhat. They are, so when rifle grenades do get the job done, I mean. Well, Panzer grenades are being... The Tiger, though, is just unfazed at the moment. Taking out another Sherman. And this Tiger is just going to get better and better if it keeps getting kills like this. They need to be very cautious because a Tiger can really become powerful in time. The more veteran it gets, it just becomes exceedingly powerful. Improved Panther Strike here. Misses. Captain is nearby. That's what he's planning on doing. He could upgrade to get anti-tank barrages with him, but they don't have the munitions at the moment to do these barrages. Jackson moving up again somewhat. I think we also have a Calliope. Yep, Calliope arriving for the United States. Tiger pulling back for repairs. Probably about time.
It's time for action.
Panther's ready to fight again. The Panther does boost superior frontal armor compared to the Tiger. The Tiger just has a better gun. Like the 88mm should not be underestimated under any circumstance. Panther moving up, the Jackson is waiting. But I think the Panther knows that's a Jackson. No, it doesn't know that's a Jackson. Jackson fails to penetrate. Panther takes a shot. Oh, we have anti-tank strafing runs going in. Rockets here. Failing to penetrate the front of the Panther, but the Jackson gets a finishing kill. The Germans need to invest some AA. Because now the Americans can just use their air superiority to hammer them into submission. This Tiger is also under duress. Yeah, because stuff like that happens. Still survives though, thankfully. But the Germans need to invest some anti-air things now, like a half-track or something. Something that can just help protect us. Protect their tanks, I mean. And while the EC8's advancing over here, the Panther 4G gets overrun. Another Panther to stop them, the EC8's just pulling through. Using white phosphorus rounds.
We lost a gun crew.
The Tiger needs to relocate. And that's gonna open it up to a flank from the Jackson, potentially. That's actually an American mine there, I didn't see that. Jackson is moving to a flanking maneuver. But the Tiger's turning around, it knows something is going on. There's still the M6 mines. Tiger doesn't know it. Jackson penetrates. Tiger is down.
Heavy armor has been lost.
Calliope is opening fire. We do have another Panther coming up for Smokey. But no more armor from range combat at the moment. And the Germans turn us around, so I don't think so, but you never know. The players are really doing their all. But attrition is really starting to take its toll on the Germans, I think. Really, at this point. Oh, they move for a blink. Oh, they tried to move for a blink call, but you don't want to do that. EC8s are now advancing. Panzer Grenadiers are doing their best to try and keep them at bay. Panzerfaust. One EC8 down. At least the Panzerfaust still do their work. More German infantry moving up to the Panther Rex. Artillery going into the center, not doing much though. Well, we have the American captain calling in something here. That's another barrage. I think it's going to be 105. Second Jackson also being called in. Yeah, that's going to be a 105 barrage. Yeah, very widespread here. You see it pushing up here still. We do have another Panther having arrived. Another Tiger coming out here from range combat. They're going to keep trying to use the heaviest vehicles. I suppose that's the thing they think might work here. I don't know in that position. It's a very hard position to be in. Because the Americans are just going to keep rolling out with vehicles. Pack crew cleared out. Oh, and another white phosphorus there. And here's the Panther. The EC8 cannot fight a Panther frontally. Unless the Panther misses. But that is going to cause the EC8 to back off. But the Jacksons are quickly relocating. They know they have a new target to hunt. This American anti-tank is actually meant to be very mobile and move around. That's kind of the doctrine behind it, I believe. They're like organized into separate units that could be attached wherever they were needed.
Anti-tank gun, ready for
And then they could relocate quickly, thanks to them being, you know, tracked. And having rotating turrets actually, I suppose, helps in that regard too.
troops on the front line.
Very different philosophy to the German and Soviet anti-tank doctrine, where the anti-tank vehicles, you know, had fixed turrets at the front. Or fixed guns, rather. I guess it was cheaper to produce them that way, though. Jacksons are having some good long shots at the Panther here. But so far the Panther is holding up. Not sure what the Jacksons doing. They're still all its target infantry, which they probably shouldn't be. It's a waste of the 90mm shells. Not an easy hit pushing up, but Panther can take shots here. Panthers are not penetrating, Jackson's not penetrating, but they do some ricochet damage. If they pierce the front of the Panther once, though, that thing is gone. Little Panther is trying to assault over here. They're making some distance, but then they notice there's not a machine gun. It's like the Stormpanzer is going to try and get around for grenade assaults. There's too much covering in him. A3 Sherman's getting very close here. Putting high explosive rounds. Looks like it's not really working out there. Did you manage to pin out the team, though? Hitler, you're gonna try and jump through the building. Panther's ready again, and the Tiger tank is also around. Second Tiger coming out. Oh, we're going for full-on heavy armor now for the Germans. Are they gonna try and Panzerknacker it? They do! Panzerknacker does go up there. That's a dead Sherman. Does kill the squad with that suicide. No, the squad's still alive. Never mind. Heavy armor now pushing forward. You even have a Stoop now for support. Jacksons are moving up here. That Panther could be in trouble. Trying to get closer here for some better penetration chances. Jacksons should not be in a prolonged brawl. They don't have the armor for it. Jacksons are very paper thin when it comes to armor. Tiger pulling back for repairs. We do have the second Tiger arriving now. Germans are pulling in all their heaviest vehicles to support and hold this area. And the Germans keep this up. This Stuka is going to be a good little support vehicle here for having an extra gun. Looks like it's called Elizabeth. The Americans pushing up here again with their infantry. Trying to combat the advance of the Panzer Grenadiers that's trying to make some ground. Fighting in this ground has just turned into infantry rather than vehicles. All the vehicles are fighting over on this road. Calliope opening fire in the area. German tanks are pushing forwards. Jackson's opening fire, having no luck. Oh, one got dazed, and one Jackson down. Tiger tank is so far holding on. The Suga teams are approaching. Second Tiger is appearing as well. 8 machine guns on the pathway supported the Tigers well enough. Oh, driver injured. Jackson got a penetrating shot. I suppose he killed a little rifleman though. Tiger has to back off once it gets a replacement driver in the seat. There it goes though. But they still have another Tiger. Just need to not waste them like so. The Germans are able to somewhat push back, but the Jackson's doing a lot of work. As long as the Americans just keep a distance and brawl like that at long distance, the Jackson does what it's good at. They need to stay out of range of the German tanks. Panther slowly creeping up. But Jackson outranges the... No, oh, that was the ambulance that got hit. Lucas remains here. It is immobilized, but it has a good position. Easy hit down. Big tank rolling on here. Critical hit there on the Jackson. Yeah, they killed the loader. So that thing cannot fire again. Tiger is gonna have to pull back for repairs. Panther's also pulling back for some repairs, I reckon. And the Stuke is just stuck here. And this has been quite a hectic fight, hasn't it? 45 minutes in. We also have a new machine gun here. Is that an MG42 or is it an MG44? But we'll find out soon. That's an MG42. That's gonna rip into this area far more than MG44 could. Now Jackson has to come out as a replacement. Ooh, Mortar hit the tank team. Panther's being hit. A Panther can hit back. That increased frontal armor, the Panther really shows off sometimes, doesn't it? Stuke goes down now. Panther's front armor still holds up. Tiger tank is ready again. Ready to brawl. Needs to be cautious though. And we'll just have a casual firefight going on here between the infantry. Tiger tank is going for the center. There is still a mine. They just don't know that. A Tiger tank could be in trouble if it keeps advancing. Explosive round loaded on the AT gun. Almost clearing it out. Jackson's relocating quick. Jackson's trying to take shots. The 30 calibers is just pinning the Germans out in the open. Jackson's taking a shot at the Panther. They managed to penetrate. Panther has to back off. Up in smoke. Machine gun team cleared out there. Hitler, you've squad Mike died there. Yep, there they go. Tiger tanks advancing. They still don't know about the mine. Their things should only trigger on tanks, I believe. Oh, Jackson's got some good shots. That Tiger has to pull back. Tiger tank quickly pulls back. Lots of BARs over here to prevent the Germans from firing back. Half are still being repaired. But looks like the Americans are slowly just switching down the Germans still. Those Jackson being a mobile deterrent to the heavy tanks of the Germans is really helping out. It's rare we get to see Jacksons, but nice to see them. Third Jackson coming out. Okay, they're just gonna overpower them with 90mm guns. They also tried to dig in, but it's a little bit too late. The Americans still have sights on them. We also have the shotgun arm infantry now. Americans are quickly advancing. They're trying to set up that sandbag wall in vain, but it's not gonna work. They have to pull back. Just to, oh, they do more than every echelon in seconds. But I think they have to get out of there. They have to get out of there. Don't want to lose those expensive squads again. Oh, they lost one of them anyway. Ooh. Tiger tank reveals itself again. Needs to be cautious. Second Tiger is coming out again, but it's just heavy armor upon heavy armor here. Jackson's trying to blind fire, which is not really working out. The Suga tries to blind fire, doesn't hit anything. Calliope opening fire. That's some big Calliope rockets. Lots of high explosives. Destroying more of the refinery. Tiger tank being supported by the Panther soon. Second Panther tank is on the field actually. This is a new Panther. So the Germans are getting more and more heavy armor here, which could prolong the fight. And if those Jacksons are not lucky, he's... Oh, Bazooka hits the Tiger. It's gone, it's gone. Oh, it's invulnerable, and the Jacksons are going to go in for the kill. They're on the hunt. They need to be cautious. There are Panthers roaming. Indeed, they don't want to risk them. The Jacksons are not that cheap, I believe. They're actually fairly costly. Stuka going in at this fuel point. How about clear out that trench? Yep. That was the Stuka dive bomb. How did the Germans manage to get a Stuka dive bomb in here? Panther has to pull back there. There's too much AT coming its way. You see it's going to encounter this Panther. Got a good flanking shot. They have to pull back. The American armor is just too good at keeping him at bay. But the Panther still got a good gun. They have to be very cautious around them. Well, we have another Tiger arriving again. Perhaps I might use the Tiger to try and break through over here. The Americans have fortified a lot, though, with lots of mines as well. Just M6 mines planted around randomly. That will stop a tank. Tiger tank moving for the center again. Captain does have a bazooka on him. Doesn't have heat rockets, though. Off-class been spotted. Doesn't penetrate. That's because it doesn't have heat rockets, I imagine. Tiger tank now pushing over here. 3-inch man to penetrate. Putting high explosive around for the 3-inch. That's it. That should do it. H Sherman relocating. Oh, good shot there from the Sherman. Jackson's quick on the move. They want to kill that Tiger. But the Tiger's a little bit too mobile, I think. It's able to get away. Potentially. They just need to pull that Tiger back. It needs repairs. Don't try to be a bit risky with it. Especially when you know there's Jacksons around. Well, the Tiger reveals itself. Jacksons know they do need to be a little bit cautious. And well, we have the Panthers assaulting here with the Stuka for support. Now they know that Jacksons are probably not here anymore. There's lack of infantry support though. But the Panthers doing that work. Picking up more of the Shermans. The Jacksons have to turn around. But they're quickly in the range of the Tiger here, but the Tiger cannot see them. Panthers pulling back for some repairs after that little successful engagement. German infantry trying to advance. Tiger took a big shot from a Jackson. But the Tiger can move to intercept. Now it is ready to fight. Jacksons are moving forward. They did do a flare so the Tigers can see them. And the Jacksons realize, so they're backing off. Look out the Tiger there. Panthers do need their repairs quick here. Americans have also prepared several Shermans here. They're probably going to do a full-on assault here shortly. Alive here opening fire. Same for the Waffen over here. Explosive rockets incoming. Ooh, hitting straight on the top of the Panther. They're doing some damage, dazing them. Denying the forward HQ as well. American Jackson's on the move. They need to get around this Tiger. Now the Sherman's going to lead their assault. They also have, what's it called, Thunder Run, so they all have high explosives now. They'll just chew through all the German infantry and support the Jacksons as they try to overwhelm the Tiger soon, I imagine. It's very impressive Germans holding on this long, though, I'll say that. Explosive misses. Same for that little building, loading a heat round instead. Misses too. Jackson's get some shots up though. That's gonna force the Tiger back. Shermans have switched to AP. They're gonna try and overrun, and Jackson's taken out. Shermans can just assault now. They need to push through. I don't think the Germans can hold on anymore. High explosive rounds are going in. Smoke popped. Meanwhile, this is going on. The path is advancing. It's going pretty far, actually. Actually able to push the Americans somewhat back here, but the Shermans just overrunning now behind the line. Half slowly also being killed behind us. The Shermans are taking out the Mthis SSHQ structures. And that is not good. I think this is basically the end for the Germans. Half has been mobilized there. And German infantry is just getting overrun now. Transportation is turning around though, but what can stop these Shermans now? We do have another Tiger arriving here, so that's been a lot of Tigers. The Jacksons have just been so good at dealing with the heavy tanks. They're now just outside the German base and threatening it. Yeah, they're immediately targeting down the Panzer HQ. Oh, the Tiger doesn't penetrate the Jackson. And the Sherman's going to the base. Oh, Tiger gets taken out by 2 double Jackson action. And I think this is over. This is probably going to be the end of the first game of the finale. Germans are desperately trying to pull their vehicles back, but it's going to be too late. With their base getting destroyed, it's just too much. Yeah, our range combat's lost everything. Smokey's not going to be able to get back in time to save the base. Especially with the Jacksons just killing the vehicles as they come. And that's the power of the United States, everyone. That was the first game of the finale. I'll see you all next time, everyone. Bye-bye.